Well, hello and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Just came back from the UK, picked up a couple of auction buys from unusual countries. So I'll review those later in the year, if not next year. Until then, we've actually got something from a fairly familiar distillery. It's Glenmorangie. It's familiar to most of the world, but actually I've only reviewed one other Glenmorangie, and that's the standard 10-year-old. So I thought we'd go a bit more upmarket, dial up the price and exclusivity, and review the Glenmorangie Signet in this huge, very, very heavy box. It is quite overpackaged, really. There it is in there. This is a very thick particle board box, and it just slots in there nicely. Yeah, it's absolutely huge. It doesn't fit on my shelf, so it's been living in a cupboard. And the bottle itself is, it's a nice design. It's kind of frosted. You can just about see the level as it goes down. And my bottle is sort of at just above a quarter full, maybe a third of the way. Reassuring, very nice stopper, very heavy stopper. So the Glenmorangie Signet, it's a no age statement whiskey from Glenmorangie. And what is interesting about this is that they actually toast the malt, which is how stout and porter is made, by having a higher grade of roast on the malt. So this is a chocolate malt. And I'm not really aware of anyone else that's doing this, which is a little bit strange, but I'll sort of get to that. Bottle at 46% ABV, and it's very expensive. In BC, last time I checked, this was about $330 plus tax. I picked this up in Alberta for $289. So a big difference there, but still rather expensive for a no age statement whiskey. A lot has to be in the packaging, I think, but still very, very nice. And a very interesting malt complexity, as you would expect. There's a bit of fruit going on, a lot of nice maltiness, but you can tell immediately that this is a different beast. So picking up cocoa, black, dark chocolate and milk chocolate notes. Pleasant perfume, lily kind of flower, rose water. Picking up molasses and oat cakes, biscuity notes, puffed rice or puffed wheat. Honey, manuka honey, golden syrup, vanilla fudge, may even be some saffron. Raisins, currants, chocolate, milk chocolate raisins. Anise, star anise, maraschino cherry, hint of mint tea, fresh mint leaf, and again that nutty porter or stout beer comes through with a little toasted almond and just a whiff of hickory smoke. Really lovely, thick, syrupy mouthfeel. A lot of big spice kick as you swallow. warming, lots of chocolate and honey, mocha, liqueur chocolates, milky, oats, creamy oatmeal, lots of spices like nutmeg, turmeric, soft black licorice, chocolate praline, salted dark chocolate. Very different, very unique. Let's give it a good drop of water. Full teaspoon. More creaminess coming through. A bit of butter, meadow flour, rum and raisin chocolate praline, milk chocolate, roasted chestnut, salted caramel, spiced rum, molasses again, honey, raisins, and fresh peaches just cut with a little tart apple. The palate with a bit of water, really chocolatey. Belgian chocolate, molasses, creamy, creamed barley, milky, nutty, a little bit of red chili, aniseed, and then cut with a bit of grapefruit, citrus. Orange oil going on. Now on the nose. And the finish, chocolate, cocoa, stout, cherry, cinnamon, cardamom, spices, orange oil. And there's a strange, unexpected salinity, like maybe Dutch style salted licorice. So this is really very good. It is expensive, but I'm glad that Glenmorangie did this, because it sort of paves the way for other people to do it. And it's surprising that others haven't really muscled in on this, because everyone knows you start with beer, you turn it into a malt spirit, then you turn it into malt whiskey. And there's a lot of variation in beer done, achieved by different grades of malt. And the whiskey world is waking up to different yeast strains, different barley types, rather than just the most yielding of the barley strains. So I hope others go and do this as well. This is a bit of an indulgent treat. I'm not usually spending $300 on a bottle. I don't regret buying it. I've enjoyed sharing it with people. I've enjoyed drinking it. It's nice to see something where the distillers have come up with a vision, and they've said, we're going to make our whiskey this way. And you actually see in the end product this reflection of a different raw material. And it's nice to see that the vision has really worked in this case. So yes, it's expensive. I can't say it's the best value whiskey out there, but it's certainly an experience, and if you get the opportunity to try it, I would certainly recommend it. Anyway, I'd love to hear from anyone who's tried this, and maybe if they agree with my tasting notes or disagree. Always like receiving your comments. Excuse me, I've been quite bad at replying to them recently, but sorry for that. I always read them if I don't reply immediately. Next time we meet, We might have a bottle from a distillery not in Scotland where they tried this and it didn't work quite as well. Or we might have Scotch malt number 95, Scotch malt distillery number 95, or something completely different. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review and look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers. Goodbye.